flaming rocket, that's what happened. I come over here to smell the flowers and she knocked me with a cup.
Have I missed anything?
Only the bleach blonde one accusing the ugly spotty one of being butch.
I suppose you won't be able to watch Prisoner Cell Block H when Daryl gets home?
No, don't suppose it'll be his favourite viewing.
Sandwich.
What's in them?
Tuna.
I didn't know we had any tuna.
There's a tin started in the fridge.
That's not tuna, that's luxury cat food. Tracy, you should have read the label.
It didn't occur to me seeing we ain't got a cat.
I know, but Mrs. Gilbert over the road's asked me to feed her Moggy while she's having her veins done.
That Randy tabby who keeps me awake every night.
That's the one.
Ought to be called Dorian.
Cats choose you. Right, I need my beauty sleep. Tomorrow I'll get my husband back and my life begins again. Yeah, come home, kick off his shoes, and it'll be like he was never away. Of course, there's a few things he'll have to get used to. Electronic organisers.
Sun-dried tomatoes.
Satellite television.
Stuffed crust pizza.
Computerised banking.
Oh, no, I love computerised banking. Means he'll be able to rob a bank without getting out of bed.
Cheryl, don't say things like that. He's given me a solemn vow that he's going to go straight.
Sorry.
You think I'm fooling myself, don't you?
Hey?
You think 5 minutes after Daryl's released, he'll be straight down a sports shop pricing up crossbows.
So don't. Like you said, it's going to be brilliant. It's what you deserve.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Of course, how I deal with Chris is another matter.
What, you ain't going to have nothing to do with him?
That's the plan. You know Chris. He's like that horrible rash I've got between my toes. His skin goes all flaky and scabby. Just when you think you've seen the last of it, back it comes with a vengeance.
Sharon, out of the bed now.
6 more hours, Chris. I'll be walking out of those gates a free man. And my Tracy will be there with a big fat Havana. My boy Garfy will be one big happy family again. Then we'll all drive back to Dallin Trace. I'll have a nice cool beer, a long hot bath. I'll give Garfy a fiver for the pictures. And then me and Tracy will slide between the crisp white sheets of our king-size bed for an afternoon of fierce but tender passion.
Well, lucky old you. What have I got to look forward to? A Green Line bus to Victoria, the tube to Turnpike Lane, and then a rancid bedsit above a charity shop that Sharon so kindly sorted out for me.
But still, you'll be free, eh?
Free to do what? No prospects, no job, no wife. She's only coming tomorrow morning to give me the keys.
Oh, don't be so pessimistic. If she hated you that much, she'd give Tracy the keys for you. Look, don't you want to get out of here? Live in a world where you can go to the toilet without asking permission?
Feel free. I'll stand guard, eh?
No, I don't want to go now.
It's a bit scary, though, eh, Del?
Scary? No, it's wonderful. They've tried to grind us down and they failed. We've beaten Michael Howard. You know what? You're a bit like that Nelson Mandela.
What? Because I like loud shirts?
No, when he came out, his wife didn't care about him either. But he still established himself as a leader of his people.
What are you saying, I should go back to Cyprus and try my hand at politics?
No, I'm saying that he built a life after Winnie, and so can you.
With what? They gave him a Nobel Peace Prize and the freedom of South Africa. They've given me a poxy travel warrant and 45 quid.
Look at the state of you.
Give it a rest, Mum.
You could have at least had the decency to have a shave.
Oh, actually, I'm growing a beard. Kimberly says she likes me stubbly.
Why?
Don't ask.
Ah!
Sharon? It is Sharon, isn't it? Sharon Rackham.
Who are you?
Hilary Scott. I was in your class at school.
Of course it is! Snotty Scotty! I didn't recognise you without a bogey, only from your nose. He was in 2B.
You sure? I thought it was 3C.
No, I'm sure it's 2B.
2B or not 2B? That is the question.
I hope they ain't kept him back again.
Trace! It's Hilary Scott. He was in my class.
What? Oh, yeah, that's right. You were in 3A together.
So how come you ended up inside? You was an intellectual, you. You did an O-level.
Well, it was my dad's fault. He was a big Johnny Cash fan. That's why he gave me such a puffy name. So I'd have to learn to look after myself. I learnt all right. And then I graduated to looking after other people. Got into bad company, you know how it goes. But this time I'm definitely going straight.
Keeping your nose clean sort of thing.
Daryl!
Mum?
Sorry about that, Garfy. First things first, eh? Yeah, are you growing a beard? Hey, suits you. Right, let's go. Where's the motor?
We've got to wait for Chris and Sharon.
Who cares? The sooner I get them two out of my life, the better.
Give you a hard time inside because of your name.
No. Fortunately, nobody calls me Hillary anymore.
What they call you?
Hopeless.
Well, at least it's still the same initial, eh? So you having your shirts remonogrammed.
Wonder what?
Never mind. So why'd they call you hopeless?
Well, because I'm always going down.
Really? Can we go to a party tonight?
Shell! Sharon!
Who's that?
Shell!
Didn't hear anything.
Sharon!
I owe you one.
All right, let me through. Well, he's not dead, at least.
Oh, thank God for that. Well, where's the nearest hospital?
Well, it's in there, isn't it?
Tracy, what have you done to our kitchen?
What do you mean?
Well, you've changed everything.
Well, we had to. Sharon blew up the old one.
Yeah? What else she ruined?
Nothing, honest. Look, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's just a bit of a shock, you know. I mean, lying in my bunk at nights, I visualise things exactly the way they were before.
Yeah, sorry about my voice breaking, Dad.
Well, that I don't mind, son. I don't suppose there's a beer in the house.
I think there might be one in the fridge.
Oh, wonderful. You're the best wife in the world.
Did you get through to the prison?
Well, so, how's Chris?
I'm afraid he's going to be all right. Luckily, it was only his head.
Hold on. Look, Chris may be a bit of a wally, but he's got feelings. He deserves better from you.
No, Daryl. I did my bit. Found him a lovely flat.
You said it was running with damp.
Did I?
You said there's more chance of catching malaria in Chris's flat than in the African jungle.
Yeah. Well, let's hope it dries out before you go and live there with him, eh, Sharon? Oh, I think I'll just go and have a little wander round my domain. Come on, Garfy.
So, that's how it's going to be now, is it? You and Daryl ganging up on me at every opportunity?
No, I just think Daryl's right about Chris, that's all. I mean, if my husband was in hospital, I'd be mounting a bedside vigil.
Well, if I was at Chris's bedside, he'd be trying to mount me.
Tracy, where's my sofa?
Oh, it lost the unequal battle with Sharon's bum.
As I recall, it was you and your girlfriend shagged it to bits.
Good boy. I nearly forgot, darling. Here's some housekeeping.
Oh, Daryl, you don't have to.
Of course I do. I'm the main breadwinner now, aren't I? 40 quid.
I don't win much bread with 40 quid.
I'll soon get some more, don't worry.
Blimey, what kept you? Been home nearly 2 minutes.
Tracy, what can I say?
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Yes, they should be at £9 a stem. Daryl, welcome home.
It's adoring, isn't it?
Close. Tracy, is that the best vase you've got? I'm surprised Daryl didn't whittle you something in the prison workshop.
I made him promise not to do any whittling in his last week. She was worried about his eyesight.
Let's have a picture of the happy couple. Go on. Nuzzle up. It'll be so nice for Tracy to have a photograph of you without a number underneath.
Well, you can tell why that camera appealed to her, can't you?
Say porridge. Am I out of focus, or have you got a stocking over your face?
Hey?
She's only joking, Daryl.
She probably only wants a mugshot so she can circulate it to the neighbourhood watch.
Don't be silly, Sharon. Just because one or two of the members have asked if I could furnish a description so that they can greet you personally, you know, if they meet you.
Well, I'm nicking their videos, you mean?
Let me help you with the flowers, Tracy.
Doreen, do you always come in my back door without a by your leave?
Well, it's so convenient.
Do you think in future you could ring on the front doorbell like everyone else? Because I'm back now, you see, and you wouldn't want to barge in one morning and find me starkers looking for me Cocoa Pops, would you?
You don't know Dorian.
Anyway, thanks for the flowers. I'm sure you've got a busy day.
Well, it is obvious that I am not welcome here. I'll leave, shall I?
A front door.
I'll show you where it is, Dor.
What about you, Garth? Any plans for the day?
Oh, I've got to get back to work.
Oh, good. One down, one to go. What about you? Weight Watchers?
I'm free all day.
Oh, well, I hear there's a very good film on down the Odeon.
The Odeon? That shut down years ago. It's a bingo hall now.
Oh, bingo. Well, eyes down, look in. Here's a fiver. Bugger off.
Come on, Daryl. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's nice laying here having a cuddle.
Of course it bloody matters.
It happens to most men once in a while.
How would you know?
I'm allowed to read about it. It's always in Marie Claire, you know, about men who experience temporary...
Impotence.
deflation. Don't let it get to you.
Look, deflation may not bother Kenneth Clark, but it bothers me. I've waited 7.5 years for this, for God's sake.
Perhaps you're over-anxious.
Yeah, well, if I am, you ain't helped.
What have I done?
Well, you've changed your perfume, for one thing.
Well, that knocked off Chanel you bought me ran out.
We don't know. It was knocked off.
You don't spell Chanel with an S.
Oh. It's all my fault, then, is it?
Oh, look, please don't pick a fight.
Oh, no, I'm not picking a fight, no. I don't blame you. It's been a long time. You've changed. You've got your mobile phone, you've got your new business, you've got your new kitchen.
Look, you're the most important person in my life. Did I ever miss a visit? No. Did I ever keep a secret from you? No. I told you everything. About the kitchen, the pool business, about having to remortgage the house.
Do what? Where was this?
Well, we had to get some capital together or the business would have gone under.
But it's my house.
It was in my name.
Just to keep the filth from getting their hands on it, I paid for it.
If we're going to be picky, the Alliance and Leicester paid for it after you bypassed the normal application process.
Where do you get off putting these long sentences together?
Oh, sorry, I forgot. You're the expert on long sentences.
Yeah, in the old days, the good old days when we used to have a row, you never answered me back then, you used to just burst into tears.
I've changed.
You're telling me?
Look, it'll be all right, Daryl, I promise. It's just the pressure, that's all. Later on tonight, you know,
Yeah?
when everyone's gone,
What do you mean, when everyone's gone?
I've invited a few people round for a drink. Your mum and dad, Tina and Serge, Debbie and Tommy.
What, tonight?
Of course tonight, your first night out.
Don't you know nothing? My first night out, I've got to go down the Red Lion, haven't I? It's traditional. A con has to celebrate his first night of freedom with his old mates.
Oh, yeah, so they can get you into trouble again.
Oh, don't be stupid. It's just a drink. Maybe one of the blokes will be able to put a bit of work my way.
Yeah, well, so long as it's not the sort of work that involves a balaclava helmet and a sawn-off shotgun.
No, we're not cancelling the party, Olive. We're just postponing it. Daryl's gone out for a drink with a few of his old mates. Says it's traditional. What do you mean if I was a proper wife, he'd have stayed home? If you was a proper mother, you'd have visited him more than 3 times in the last 7 years. Cow.
I'm glad Daryl forced me out the house. I'd never have gone to see Sense and Sensibility otherwise. I see you are partaking of a small restorative, Mrs. Stubbs. Would you be affronted if I asked you to pour me a schooner while you're at it? Cheers.
Party's off.
What?
Daryl's gone out for a drink with a few of his old mates.
Didn't take him long to get back into the old routine.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to see some of the old faces.
No, of course not. As long as you don't get into any trouble.
Who said anything about trouble?
No one. Well, enough of sense and sensibility. How was Great Expectations?
More like Little Dorrit.
Cheer up, maybe he's come back.
Good evening, madam. Terribly sorry to bother you this time of night.
Cut the crap door. Daryl's out. What do you want?
He's out? They didn't take long then. I suppose he's off casing a joint somewhere. So, all passion spent, Daryl's gone off down the boozer.
It's traditional.
And what about the party?
It's cancelled.
Postponed?
Oh, well, saves me ruining your evening if I tell you I couldn't have come anyway.
You weren't invited, Dor. Did you invite her, Trace?
Spare me the banter, Sharon. Well, don't you want to know why I couldn't come?
Dorian, I couldn't give a flying frankfurter.
Oh, do I discern trouble in the boudoir?
Mind your own.
I see. Well, these things happen. My problem was it was always a case of so many men, so little time.
For me, it's more a case of so much time and such little men.
In any event, Marcus is out of town, so I have invited his gorgeous, rampant partner, Jonathan, round to go through my books.
It's all a game to you, isn't it, Dor?
Best game ever invented.
Yeah, well, to me, marriage is deadly serious.
Well, that's your big mistake. Take it all seriously and you are bound to be unfulfilled. All men ultimately disappoint. Like Marcus. What normal man sews up the opening in his pyjamas after less than a year of marriage?
He never. How'd he get his arms in?
Well, at least Jonathan likes to indulge in a little light bondage, so I know he's always exactly where I've left him. Right now, he is in my living room, helplessly chained to the back of the door. And as a small tribute to the Marquis de Sade, I've put on Emmerdale at full volume.
No wonder both your marriages stink.
Well, at least my marriage is honest. I despise Chris and he knows it. So I gave the hospital my full permission to turn off his life support machine if he ever regained consciousness.
Sounds like he might have.
Not too late, am I?
For what?
For the party, of course.
No, you're really early.
Hello, girls.
This is Hilary. He just came out today.
Oh, you must borrow my Judy Garland CDs.
This is Dorian, also known as the local neighbourhood witch.
I don't want to sound rude, but what are you doing here?
I invited him to Daryl's party.
Yeah, I brought some lagers.
Well, I'm sorry, Hopeless, but Sharon had no right. This was for close friends and family.
Well, it's all academic now anyway. The party's been cancelled.
Postponed.
Oh, right. Well, in that case, I'll just wish Daryl all the best and I'll be on my way.
Oh, no, don't go. Stay.
Daryl's not actually here at the moment.
No, there's a wonderfully Dickensian tradition whereby an ex-prisoner has to drink himself into a stupor with a lot of other ex-prisoners.
Oh, dear.
What do you mean, oh dear?
Oh, just remembering the first time I came out of stir. I went out for a drink with the old crowd. An hour later, I was helping to hack a cash point out of a bank wall. I was back inside before daylight.
You're not suggesting that Daryl would...
No, not Daryl, of course not. What pub's he gone to?
Red Lion, Romford.
That was my pub.
Yeah, but Daryl's different. I mean, for a start, he's not hopeless, is he?
No, of course he isn't, Tracy. Although I get the impression he didn't exactly exceed expectations earlier this afternoon.
So, what about you, Hopeless? Gonna look up family?
Haven't got any, have I? Had once. Then the wife left. She took the kids, changed their name and emigrated to Poland.
Do you think she was trying to tell you something?
Oh, excuse me. If I wanted to be depressed by the woes of the underclass, I'd buy The Guardian. Now, if you'll forgive me, I have a handcuffed accountant to tantalise.
Certified?
He will be when I've finished with him.
I better be on my way too. The hostel locks up at 10:30.
Oh, don't go. We can have our own little party.
I've only brought enough lagers for myself. you mind if I take them with me?
I'll see you out.
So stupid, Shell. I wanted so much to believe that when Daryl came home, everything's going to be like it is in the pictures.
What, Reservoir Dogs?
Then I find out he's hanging out with the cast of Crime Watch UK.
You're getting carried away, Trace.
But he said he'd be home just after 10.
O'clock or pints?
You may think it's funny. You've never loved your husband, never invested all your hopes and dreams, never put 7 years of your life on hold.
Yes, I did. The 7 years I was with Chris. Keep it in proportion, Trace. So he's gone boozing with some lowlives. He doesn't know anyone else, does he?
No.
After chucking out time, he'll probably go for a curry, throw up in the back of a taxi and be home safe and sound no later than 3 a.m. Smelling like the rhino cage at London Zoo.
Thanks, Shell. You've made me feel a bit better now.
Shell, it's Daryl. Nah. It's Jehovah's Witnesses calling at dawn to catch us off guard.
Down the door.
Daryl, you all right?
He is. My upholstery isn't. You owe me 15 for the fare and 25 for the velour. Call it 50 with the tip.
Get me bag, Shell. Daryl, can you hear me?
Why, Delilah?
Hurry up, Shell.
To break down the door. I'm all right. There you go.
Daryl, help me. Use your legs.
What legs?
Oh. 7 years I wait. And what does he do?
We don't know he's done anything. He could have won it.
He only had a few quid on him. He was going out to see some mates about work. One of them probably told him about some off-licence to turn over.
Maybe he bought a winning lottery ticket in prison and he cashed it in tonight.
They're not allowed lottery tickets in prison.
They're not allowed to smoke marijuana or escape, but they do.
This is worse than my worst nightmare. I mean, I was dreading Daryl doing another security van, something like that, but somehow this is even worse.
Why? Because it's the same risk for a smaller return?
Because it's so tacky and desperate and second-rate. I can't bear it, Shell. I can't bear the idea that every time he goes out that door, he could be doing another job. And the first I'd know about it would be when the old Bill knock on the door. That's if they ain't on their way already.
Why don't we go upstairs and interrogate him? Pour a pint of black coffee down his neck. I'll get the angle poise, we can shine it in his eyes.
But even if we do sober him up enough to talk, he'll only deny it. That's what professional villains do. I wish he was back inside.
Tracy?
I do. I wish he was back inside with another couple of weeks to do. Then I could be looking forward instead of dreading every ring on the doorbell. Oh, my God, did you do that?
How?
Well, look, Daryl's been here all night. He hasn't been out, right? You've been here with a pair of us. Now, what am I going to do with this money?
Pin it to me, so I've married another Greek.
Oh, don't be stupid. Bread bin. Come on.
Well, what took you so long? I desperately need your help.
What the hell are you doing coming to the front door?
Daryl told me to.
Oh, never mind all that. It's lovely to see you.
The key to Jonathan's handcuffs are broken off in the lock.
Daryl's done a garage or a 7-Eleven or
Look, I've got to get my hands on some heavy cutting equipment.
I don't know what they're going to do if they find it.
I've got the key and it's broken off in the lock. Shut up!
Dorian, you first.
Why's she first?
Shut up, Tracy. Thank you, Sharon. Tracy, please tell me you know where Daryl keeps his oxyacetylene cutting gear.
What are you talking about?
Well, perhaps he's got some carbon steel bolt cutters.
He doesn't rob banks anymore.
He does shops now.
Even a stout hacksaw would be better than nothing.
Doc, how do you know so much about cutting gear?
I once spent a week at Greenham Common.
Trying to pull a marine?
Well, if you know, why bother to ask? Has Daryl got some plastic explosives hidden somewhere?
You can't use plastic explosives on him.
Why not? Jonathan likes to play it rough and I am desperate.
Oh, here, Sharon, take that. You have it. So you got it in exchange for sexual favours.
What?
What is it, Trace?
Watcha?
Oh, it's you.
Oh, thank you for your wifely concern, Sharon. Dorian, we meet again.
Oh, that's all I need.
I thought they were keeping you in hospital overnight.
Well, they offered, but Daryl told me to meet him down the Red Lion. Said the old crowd had helped to get us some dosh together.
Oh, did he? I suppose you're flush and all then.
I wish. By the time I arrived, everyone was skint.
What are you talking about?
Well, when Darryl got there, it was all, welcome home, Darryl, good to see you, Darryl. Here's a tenner, Darryl, here's 20, here's 50 quid to tide you over.
What?
Yeah, well, when I got there, it was all, whatcha, Chris? I'll buy you a drink, but I'm a bit short. Then they all take Darryl for a curry up to that new Indian strip club, the Poppadomagogo. They left me starving to death waiting for the first bus. Anyone would think they didn't like me.
I love you. I'm sorry, Darryl. I shouldn't have mistrusted you. I'll never doubt you again.
Lawyers?
No.
Hammer?
No.
Sink plunger?
Oh, don't be stupid, Sharon.
I'm only trying to help.
What about a screwdriver?
What are you talking about?
Well, if he's chained to a door, you unscrew the door, then you can hide him and the door in the back garden or somewhere.
Chris, you are a genius!
Ow, careful!
Yeah, Chris.
What?
You've earned it.
Oh, cheers, Trace.
I'll have that.
Hey, give it back.
Darryl, give Tracy housekeeping.
Tracy's got a house. All I've got is a poxy bedsit. You never do nothing for me.
I made you a tuna sandwich, didn't I?
Come and help me unscrew Jonathan and I will put you up in the Ritz for a fortnight.
Blimey. Darryl said there'd be opportunities on the outside.
Hello? Door, it's for you. You do want to speak to her?
It's not Marcus, is it?
Yeah, I'll tell her. All right, then. Bye.
Where is he? At the airport?
No,
In the car?
not exactly. He's in your living room.
Oh, my God.
He said to ask you if you know anything about a naked accountant tied to the back of a door.
You ain't got any more of that tuna, have you?
What'll I do when you are far away and I am blue? What'll I do
When I'm alone with only dreams of you?